Hello, Chintan. Welcome to the podcast Move and Meet.
I'm not good at this one.
Me neither. I'm not good at it.
I'm good
Neither.
at doing conversation, but I'm not good at this podcast.
You are not good at what?
So, giving interviews.
Me neither. I'm not going at giving interviews at all. It's just the beginning for me, so it feel comfortable.
You made me comfortable now. Yeah.
Okay,
Tell me.
Could you introduce yourself in the way that you want to, like whenever you want to tell?
I don't know. I'm mainly curious about life as a whole, because what I think is that you are not responsible for your birth. For your birth, you have done nothing for your birth.
I don't get the word.
When you're born,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
You are not the one who has created yourself, right?
Yes.
So you're not someone who is responsible for your birth,
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Your girl.
and you're not also responsible for your death,
Okay.
right? But you are somewhere responsible for the life which you have got, and so that is what I feel, that this is something which we can make it more exciting, make more do more experiences, so that somewhere we uncover or discover what the true purpose of our life is, right? Because I think somewhere, somewhere everything has a purpose. Okay, everything has a purpose, everything has a meaning. Only it's just that we are not able to see that thing, right? So this is what I feel, and I'm more curious in nature to see everything, know everything, and how I can maybe reach to where I am in my awareness, in my consciousness, how I can do something which gives me new experiences, new knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just what you said before, it's like you are interested about so many things, and what you are talking about, it could be connected to a lot of field. So you want to contribute about that, but in which way?
Yeah. So also, so when I actually started Conscious Planet, right, the only purpose was more like a self-exploration thing, where I would actually experience and create something, because if you are not creating something, you will not be able to experience that thing, right? So that's how when I started with one documentary, I made that documentary. Even I was not really aware that I would go into this journey. I was just running away from my job, and I thought that I don't have anything in my mind. I'll just go there, I'll shoot something, and incidentally, it's a long story. I would not tell you right now. I'll tell you afterwards. So that's how I actually thought of Conscious Planet. That I would be doing all these things, and recently, like 6-8 months back, I actually got a clarity that there is so much things in field of art, in field of music, in field of lifestyle that we are living, in technology, right? Anything, everything. So why are we doing this? We never ask a question why, right? We just do it. We never ask why. And once you ask why, you actually become more aware about what you want to do. Why should I do this? Why I'm doing this? Why, right? And that is how I thought of going, because I'm from a creative background. I'm always been creative, and I'm always interested in.
Can I say something about the why? just want to say that in the first episode of this podcast, I interview a professional coach, and I asked him, do you have a question for all of the people who are listening us? And he said, ask yourself, what for? It's a kind of why, but in another way, maybe more focused on the future. And it's like you are talking exactly with the same thing. So that's funny. And yeah, the purpose. I wanted to ask you, what do you think is the difference, why and what for? But maybe it's another subject and we won't jump in this one. But could you just introduce a little bit what is Conscious Planet?
So the Conscious Planet, which I have thought of, is so mainly it was more of a self-exploration thing.
I'm not sure it's working.
It's more of a self-exploration thing which I thought of. Yeah.
Just I'm not sure that it's working. It's working?
It's working.
Okay.
See the
Yeah,
waves.
but is it working here?
Yeah.
Or here?
No. So you can see how all these waves, when I'm speaking, the waves are going up.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's
And
continue.
when I'm not speaking,
Okay.
see.
Okay, good.
So whenever I
Okay.
speak, there are waves which
Okay.
rise.
Let's keep that in the podcast too, because it happened. It's a part of the life. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So Conscious Planet.
Yeah. So Conscious Planet, basically, why I started is because it was more like a self-exploration thing which I wanted to do, and it's more like getting more and more awareness about the world, the universe, the things around you, and to reach a higher level of consciousness is a very deep word, higher level of awareness, and more and more awareness makes you more and more conscious of how to live, how to talk, how to say anything, right? So everything depends on our awareness of our surroundings and our knowledge of the world and the perception of the world that we are in, right?
So yes, we will interview you after.
Yeah. So that is what I feel, and that is why I thought of creating this distribution platform
Okay.
called Conscious Planet, and this will focus on majorly 7 different verticals, which is conscious arts, conscious music, conscious travel, conscious stories, conscious technology, conscious what did I mention, like 5-6 things, right? So conscious arts, culture, music, stories, technology, and living,
Okay.
right? So this is what we are focusing on, and we would like to create very unique content. Lot of content will be under in-house team which we are creating from Yatra Films, and lot of content.
You're creating a team with Yatra?
Yeah, Yatra Films is my production company. So a lot of things we would be creating on these lines, which we have already created, and we are also collaborating with different artists and different experts in that field to create something together for a better purpose. So basically creating purposeful content out there, because there is a chaos of content everywhere, right? And you are just consuming content, and it's not creating any value for us. It's not making us aware about something. It's more like an entertainment thing, right? So this will also have entertainment, but at the same time it will also have little bit of value, message and value, and something which you will learn something new about, right? So this is what I was interested in. I don't know how many people would be interested to know these things, but it is not for them. It is more for people who are more interested in, so I don't have any rush of making content every day or every week or such. It is for selective audience. And once recently, what I was saying about that documentary in Odisha, we had created this classical music. Okay, so we are creating this different classical music of different Indian ragas. Okay, which is almost lost. Like a lot of people and a lot of youth people generally, they are not aware about Indian ragas and how actually every sound of that rag is affecting your body. So whatever I say actually does affect our body. Right. In similar way, they have designed these ragas in Indian classical music, and every raga has a very specific purpose. That raga can create, that raga can heal your anxiety. That raga can give you some, that can pull out you from depression. They can heal your body. So there are a lot of things that something can happen with that raga. So we want to highlight all these things in a way so that it goes with our conscious music part. And we were thinking that how would we make a documentary for that. And I thought of let's collaborate and go, let's make all the influencers dance on this thing so it can become viral, right? And it will be reaching to a lot of people. But then I thought that what is my experience in that? Like, I am taking their content. Obviously they are making it, they are shooting it, I'm just distributing it. And it's not just a distribution platform, it's more like what am I doing in that particular journey.
Okay.
Right.
To share
what am I learning? Like,
what you are.
I'm not learning anything if I'm just getting the content and just distributing it on this platform. That is lot of people are doing that, right? So
So what is difference for you?
So then when I was researching for how do I shoot this documentary, I came across this dance form which is called Gotipua. And the Gotipua is a very ancient Indian art, ancient Indian dance form. And Gotipua literally means, Goti means single, Pua means boy. So a boy dresses up like a girl, wears a sari, does the makeup, and he performs like a lady. And the dance form actually is a mixture of Kathak and acrobatics. So the acrobatics is today's time contemporary dance that we see in a lot of great dance shows as well. But it's already there. So many years back they have this dance form which is inculcated with this thing. And to add to the complexity, these guys actually wear a sari. So doing acrobatics in a sari is quite a difficult thing.
I think it's very interesting, but I think we go out, there is too much subject I want to cover with you. It's maybe one of them, but let's focus about conscious planet, about maybe do you have a team, or did you create that by yourself? Is it a company, or is it an association? Is it a project? Is it do you earn money with that?
So yeah, I have a small team of 5 people right now.
Okay.
And we are moving towards. So till now we were not thinking of going in this space, because when you start something as a startup, you need to have money to sustain things, right? And it was not majorly that I was focusing on, but after COVID happened, right? And this was always back in my mind, but not like a frontline plan which I had. And when this COVID happened, I actually realized why I had started my own Yatra Films, right? Why I started my company. And because of this purpose only, because I was not I was always thinking that I'm not creating any value for myself or others, right? I'm just doing a job where I'm not really the job was very interesting as in a field of interest. Like I was a video department head, and I used to edit, and I used to make videos and all this stuff, right? But it was more like a corporate side of that thing, where I was not really enjoying the work, even though the field of work was of my interest, right? But still I was not very interested in that thing. And when the COVID happened, and all the clients backed out, so for 4 months I did not have any work of any client, and as a startup it's very hard to survive, right? I could have shut down my company back then, but then I realized that this is not I'm somewhere dependent on someone else to give me money to sustain myself, and that is not the vision that I had started with, and also it's not creating any value. And that's how we started. I started personally to build upon the content which I'm more interested in, and work towards projects in future where I can actually create those values, even if for corporates or even for anything. But I take those projects which are more of value and worth, and if it is making some small difference also in society or in my life, then it makes sense to work for me, because I feel that everyone has certain kind of skills, right? And if we are not using that in a right way to make ourselves more better, then it's of no value, I feel. I what? Editing. Yeah, so I started with editing only, and I took editing because
Let's introduce Esan with us because Esan is with us, listening us. So, could you just say few words about yourself and ask the question you want to ask also?
Sure. Thank you for the opportunity, Cami.
I'm not sure if it works.
I'm from Hyderabad. I'm a professional interior space decor. We offer storage solutions, all sorts of floor to ceiling solutions within the interiors. And parallelly, I'm a business consultant with an Edtech organization. The reason behind which helped me to join this Yatra and all sorts of the purpose to meet Cami, we completely engage in our social life in such a way that we forgot that who we are, what we are, and how we are. In a basic ethics of humanity are being overlooked. So I am the one who endorses the culture, art, faith, and not to be the least, it's in humanity. So I believe that at the end of the day, people can help people. It's not some other entity can help somebody. So I believe the collaboration, connectivity must be. It's a never-ending process. It always gives a meaningful solutions for day in day out of life. There are certain challenges which I found in a rural India, urban India. There were certain language barriers, communication barriers. But in spite of that, we had some, unique method of addressing each other with our emotions, with our signs, with our personality, with all sorts of different methods. It's not about the only 2 or 3 ways of communication. So I encourage all the members who are listening and who want to be an aspirants to leave the impressions on this beautiful earth, to engage yourself and lead a successful story it is to be never to be forgotten. It's not to be overlooked. Thank you.
Let's clap a little bit to that.
Thank you.
Cool. And you wanted to ask a question, and maybe we will finish with this question,
Yeah,
and we can come back to you.
certainly. Cami, you have been in India, and you have. I'm going to say, I hope you found a beautiful people and found memories also. Can you share any one such learning that people from this place of India, they can modify it, they can take it to a better place? Can you say one any sort of identification,
Some observation
okay, which you want to
improve.
you want to see some sort of improvisation? And
that I want to improve in my country to what I observe in your country. You mean?
No, here.
Yeah.
both.
Oh, because it's easier for me. It's okay. I can answer in one way, but I don't want to answer in the other way. What I observe here, and I'm so impressed, is like there is a lot of things. You are so curious about all of you. Like you are so welcoming with me, but also I feel like with you, maybe it's the Yatra, there is something here, but anyway, here I feel like everybody is going to the others. There is no judgment at all. There is the place for everybody, and like I feel everybody comfortable. And like I meet people introvert and extrovert, and it's not a matter at all, like even for introvert people, and there is so much place for everybody. This is what I feel. I don't feel that in France, not as like here, not as here. Okay, it's one of the observation I had. But I think your question was also what I observe, and I could say like how you could improve, but I don't feel comfortable at all to say how you could improve. I'm still in the first step.
Apart from that gesture thing,
Yeah,
you can suggest something.
yeah. It's just to say yes. It's not easy for me to understand that you want to say yes. I need time to understand that it's a yes, but apart that. Okay, just something to conclude, just a word to conclude. What do you want to say to conclude that?
Closing remarks.
I don't know. It's
Any tagline you want to say?
okay.
Please. Yeah. See, life will give you multiple opportunities. I only suggest that go with the flow and be true to yourself. That will really help yourself and others comfortable, and you will keep your lasting impressions on everyone who touched upon you and they touched upon you. So this is how we lead a humanity. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think concluding thing may be that I feel life is like a journey, like we are in right now, and we always focus on the destination where we are going, but we never focus on the journey, right? So we should make our journey more beautiful. Only then the destination where we reach will be worth visiting, because the destination will change, but there is always a constant journey which you are going through. So I think just enjoy the journey.
So cool. And I can just say that I feel grateful for this journey, but all the time, like I feel all the time grateful. Like I never feel that such a long time like that. Like that continue. I go to sleep, I wake up and still feel grateful. Like it's crazy. That's so I enjoy it so much. Thank you, Asun. Thank you, Chintan, and
Pronounce my name. Right.
Sunada Awamy. Yeah, it was Kamifi to see from Move and Meet podcast, and let's meet for another episode. And I just want to say, if you heard us until the end, thank you first, and then could you please add a comment on Apple Podcast? This is what helps the content to be known. So thank you for that. Bye bye.